You've probably Googled something like, why can't I keep employees? Let me answer that for you. You know that sinking feeling when it's 93 degrees and your shirt's stuck to your back? And the guy who is supposed to show up with the materials just texted and he said he's not coming in again? You've shown up early, you stayed late, you've been over backward to make it work, and somehow you're still the only one who cares. Picture this. You spent 30 minutes yesterday showing someone how to handle your equipment without breaking it. You walked them through your safety protocols, explained exactly how you want things done, and then Monday morning, silence. Meanwhile, that $15,000 job you were counting on finishing this week is still sitting there. And you're back to doing the work of 3 people because you can't keep anyone longer than 6 weeks. Your spouse is tired of hearing you say, if I could just find one good guy, everything would be easier. Hey, I'm Ryan Hurst with Media Ace Marketing, and businesses hired me to implement the Pathway to Profit framework, where we've used techniques to double or triple revenue and profits. And here's what I've learned working with contractors across the country. Every contractor I talk to says the exact same thing. Nobody wants to work anymore. But what if I told you the contractors who never have staffing problems aren't paying more than you are? They figured out something completely different. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what that is. Let me paint a picture for you, because this is the pattern that I see everywhere. There's this HVAC contractor. He's got a good reputation, solid work, fair prices, but every spring when things get busy, it's the same story. He'd find a guy, spend a couple weeks training him, show him the ropes, and right when he needed him the most, gone. Think about what that actually costs. One hire that stays saves you tens of thousands over the year. Training time, job delays, callbacks. Hiring the wrong person costs you more than keeping the right one. One bad hire can delay 3 jobs and cost you a 5-star review. Here's the real kicker. While this guy is scrambling to replace people every few months, his competitor down the street, it's the same market, same type of work, but his crew's been with him for 3 years. Guess who gets the referral when the homeowner's brother needs work done? You know what I'm talking about. You're not just working more hours, you're missing dinner with your family because you're back doing everything for yourself. Your name is on the truck. Your reputation is on the line. Guys are treating it like just another gig. It stings. You didn't build this business just to stay stuck on the job site. You built it to create something that lasts. And that starts with your crew. So this contractor starts paying attention, and he notices something. The businesses that never seem short-staffed, they're not necessarily paying the most, but they are doing something different. You see, here's what most people don't realize. Your job ads are just as important as your customer ads. They both tell a story, and people are paying attention. Just like you market to customers, you need to market to employees. What story are people telling about working for you? Is it just another job where they show up, get a paycheck, count the days? Or is it a place everyone wants to work? Your internal culture is part of your external brand. Every unhappy former employee is basically a 1-star review you never saw coming. They're out there, talking, and word spreads faster in smaller markets. You can't grow a business if you're constantly rebuilding your crew. Retention isn't a people problem. It's a growth strategy. It turns out it's not that complicated. Good workers want 3 things. First, respect for their time. They don't mind working hard during the busy season, but they want to know that it's not forever. Just because you can work your guys 70 hours a week, that doesn't mean you should. The best contractors have figured this out. Burned out employees do crappy work. One guy told me he stopped hiring for skills and he started hiring for pride. Everything changed. Second, they want a path forward. They want to know that this isn't a dead end. Start as a helper, learn the trade, and in 2 years you're running your own crew. We're going to pay for your certifications and then give them a scoreboard that they can believe in. Third, they want to be treated like adults. You don't need to watch over their shoulder, but you do need to build a culture that watches itself. Your truck, your tools, your way of getting the job done. And then don't micromanage. Just care about the results. When you keep your crew, customers see familiar faces. They feel safe. They ask for the same crew next time. And that's how loyalty is built. Think about the last time a different guy showed up for each visit. Felt unprofessional, right? Now flip it. Happy employees do better work. They don't cut corners. They take pride in the finished job. That's what homeowners remember. So here's what this contractor did. First, he looked at what everyone else in the market was known for. Long hours, high turnover, and treating guys like they're replaceable. And then he positioned himself as the complete opposite. His job ads didn't say, I'm looking for hard workers. They said, I'm looking for professionals who want to be part of something bigger. Your position of market dominance for employees has two parts. Call out the industry's biggest problems and then offer the clearest, most believable solution. Problem. Sick of being overworked and undervalued? Promise. We cap hours at 50 per week. Here's the proof. 3 years running, 0 weekend emergency calls unless someone's house is flooding. This doesn't take some fancy HR system. It starts with a dry erase board, a crew meeting, and a promise you keep. Here's what we've done so far. We've called out the problem, nailed the promise, and now we're showing the proof. We've helped dozens of service businesses use this exact positioning to build loyal crews, and none of them needed to raise pay first. Fast forward 6 months. Here's the same guy, same market, but now he's got a waiting list of people who want to work for him. His crew's been stable for over a year, and the crazy part? Jobs are finishing on time. His quality is better. Customers are happier, referrals are up, because when your guys actually want to be there, everything else gets easier. Think about it. One stable crew means that you finish faster, you book faster, collect faster. That's not HR, that's cash flow. When spring hits and everyone else is scrambling for workers, he's already got his team in place, while his competitors are posting desperate job ads on Facebook. He's booking work 3 weeks out. And his employees, they're not just showing up for a paycheck anymore. They're telling their friends, hey, you should come work for us. The best marketing he has never had to pay for. This isn't just business. It's how your company shows up in your community. Families notice. Neighbors talk. Your crew's attitude on site is shaped by how you lead off site. It all connects. Here's the thing. Trying to grow a business without a stable employee is like building a house on sand. Might look good for a minute, but nothing is going to hold. Ask yourself, do my guys know where they're going in this business? Do they feel heard? Are they proud to wear this shirt? If the answer is no to any of those, that is your starting point. What would it mean if you only had to hire once this year? What would it mean if your guys actually took pride in their work? If they protected your reputation like it was their own? You're not hiring labor. You're building a brand experience from the inside out. So here's the question. Are you going to keep doing what everyone else does? Post the same desperate job ad? Complain about the same problems and keep losing good people to competitors who have figured this out? Or are you ready to become the place people actually want to work? Click the link in the description and let's figure out how to make people want to work for you. Even if you're not hiring today, we're going to look at your specific situation and figure out how to make your business irresistible to the right people. Hit that subscribe button because I'm going to show you more strategies like this to build a business that works without you having to work yourself to death. Your customers don't build your business. Your team does. Start treating them like your most valuable asset and watch everything else fall into place. Your future self will thank you.